With WETEX now officially underway, many energy and power companies are currently here in Dubai taking part in what is being described as Green Week. Rajit Nanda is Chief Investment Officer at ACWA Power. He's with us here in the studio this evening. Great to have you with us, Rajit. How would you currently describe the state of the power industry?
Good evening to all the viewers, Greg, and thank you for having me here. The state of affairs as far as the power transition is essentially the fact that the whole there are a couple of things, big phenomena that are happening, but if I were to paraphrase them, the first one is that the procurement model is going through a big change in the sense that all countries are now embracing the public-private partnership as far as power and water is being procured. The second important thing that is sweeping the whole world is renewables have now become a very important part of the energy mix. There is a big transition from conventional power to renewable power.
So do you think that this region is turning to green power enough? I mean, is the transition taking place quickly enough, do you think?
The region has picked up momentum in the last couple of years and is now on a very accelerated path towards a very speedy deployment of renewables. Just in terms of pure statistics, back in 2014, 15, 16, what we saw was in terms of the annual procurement that the utilities in this region were procuring, about 80 to 90% was conventional and 5 to 10% was renewables. Today in 2019 we are seeing 70 to 75% of the power that is being procured by the utilities under the public-private partnership model coming in the form of renewables. So very clear that renewables is here in a very big way.
Now, I know your company is heavily involved in desalination plants. Very important having that fresh water for life, so to speak. And how is that whole process improving so that it uses less harmful energy?
Desalination is going also through one of the big changes, just as renewables is going through some big changes in the world. About 10 years back, the cost of procuring desalinated water in the region through competitive tenders was approximately $1 per cubic meter. In the last 6 months, 8 months, the cost of procuring desalinated water through these competitive international tenders has gone down by 50%. So you see, in the last 10 years, the whole cost of procurement has halved in terms of affordability. And the biggest driver of this is the innovation in the technology. There is a very important breakthrough that has happened over the last 10 years in the improvements of the membrane technology. On top of that, the electricity that drives membrane technology-driven reverse osmosis is starting to use cheap renewable energy, and complemented together with these two, there is also improvements in other equipments, efficiency of other equipments. So all the three of them together are leading to a rapid breakthrough in terms of the cost of producing desalinated water.
Just quickly, because we're running out of time, but so does that mean then desalination plants can be run by solar power in the future?
Yes, in fact, the largest privately procured desalinated water is gone into construction recently in Abu Dhabi. It's known as the Tawila IWP. It's a 200 MIGD, 900,000 cubic meters per day desalinated water. A substantial amount of the energy that is driving the production of water in that plant is coming from actually solar renewable energy.
Fantastic. It was great to hear. Rajit Nanda, we've run out of time, but really appreciate you coming in tonight. Many thanks.
Thank you very much.